Lionfish are originally from the Indo-Pacific region, from southern Japan to Micronesia, Australia, and the Philippines. Spiny projections on the head and venomous spines in their fins make the fish harmful to touch and less desirable to potential predators. Lionfish have numerous small teeth on their jaws and the roof of their mouth that are adapted for grasping and holding prey. Additionally, they have been known to hunt in packs, surrounding their prey and then picking them off one by one. Lionfish become capable of reproduction in less than a year and spawn year-round in warm waters. Females can spawn as often as every 3 to 4 days. Females produce 15 to 30,000 eggs per batch, so a single fish can produce as many as 2 million eggs in a year. And the juvenile fish go rapidly, as much as 1 millimeter per day. Adults can reach a length of 18.5 inches and a weight of around 2.5 pounds. However, a study done in 2013 by Alexander Fogg showed that along the coast of the northern Gulf of Mexico, the average length of lionfish observed and caught was 7 to 9 inches. Additionally, the study found that in 2012, there was a 16-fold increase of the population as compared to the years observed before. This presents a problem because lionfish prey on the local fish of the reefs. They can also reduce the juvenile fish populations on a reef by nearly 90% in as little as 5 weeks. Because they have no known predators in our region, their population can increase exponentially. All of these characteristics are part of the reason that lionfish have been so successful in invading the new environment along the Caribbean, Atlantic, and Gulf of Mexico. In fact, lionfish in this area grow about 1/4 larger than their counterparts do in their native region, and the population numbers are also 17 times denser than the population density in their native habitat. Lionfish are believed to have been introduced into the Atlantic around the late 1980s by local aquariums in Florida, then spread to the Florida Keys, Caribbean islands, and then the Gulf of Mexico. While the current popular theory on how lionfish arrived in these waters is the aquarium theory, there is a new study that seems to contradict this. The study found that, while it used to be believed that lionfish in the Gulf and lionfish in the Atlantic were the same, after genetic tests being done, there was only a single genome that was the same between these two fish. Because lionfish are such an invasive species, it has become a focus of the marine world to figure out how to control their numbers. One popular way of doing this is by spearfishing. Many coastal cities and dive organizations will host lionfish derbies. During the derbies, people compete to see who can catch the biggest lionfish, with prizes also being given out for the teams that collect the most weight of all their lionfish caught combined. Another method of removal has been the attempt to teach natural predators of the region to feed on lionfish. While there have been attempts to teach animals, such as sharks, to eat lionfish, it has not been successful because while the predators will eat already speared lionfish, they will not actively hunt the fish themselves. Additionally, this action is now being discouraged because there has been an increased count of aggressive behavior towards divers, because after being conditioned to take fish off of a pole spear, they are beginning to associate divers with food. A growing trend is to make jewelry out of lionfish fins and quills. As far as the outlook for the future goes, NOAA published an article that reads, "Most scientists agree. It is unlikely that the lionfish invasion of U.S. waters can be reversed. Scientists do believe, however, that lionfish can be controlled in some locations, such as some Caribbean islands and marine protected areas. While it is predicted that lionfish will continue to increase in abundance, and they are expected to spread into South American waters, we can help control the populations by participating in events such as lionfish derbies, or even just supporting local fishers who catch lionfish by eating them in restaurants."